I mean, according to the Constitution, according to the idea of checks and balances, Congress should be a co-equal branch and should cherish its constitutional responsibilities and should, at least to some degree, serve to check or to counterbalance the authority of the president. I think the reality is that, especially since the end of World War II and the rise of this sort of permanent national security crisis in which we live, the Congress in many respects has thrust authority at the president, right. has abrogated its own responsibilities, especially on anything that relates to national security. Now, members of Congress will, of course, be, especially of the opposite party, will be quick to throw stones at a president who makes bad decisions. But criticism doesn't translate into a willingness on the part of Congress to take responsibility, to share in the responsibility for things related to national security policy in particular. I think the perfect example of this is the congressional elections of 2006. These were elections that were going on at a time when the Iraq War was going very badly, when the Iraq War really was issue number one in the eyes of the American people. The Democratic Party said, elect us, put us in power in the Congress, and we'll put an end to this war. The American people did hand power in both the Senate and the House to the Democratic Party, and the Democratic Party didn't put an end to the Iraq War. On the contrary, with a lot of hand-wringing and fumbling around, basically what the party did was to vote the money that President Bush needed to continue the Iraq War. And I think that is a perfect example of how the Imperial presidency survives, in large part because the Congress ends up being a tacit collaborator with the Imperial president in allowing presidential authority to grow too large.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.